Here we have a 3D geometry question, and it's pretty straightforward. So the question says, given a cylinder with a base radius of 5 centimeters and a height of 7 centimeters, what is its volume? So let's draw it. This is the first step. So we have a cylinder, okay? And here we have the base, so it's a circle. I'm drawing it in 3D, obviously. So the radius is 5 centimeters. So this is the radius, it's like half the distance from one point of the circle to the other side of the circumference. And we have the height of 7 centimeters. Okay, so here it's a cylinder, not the prettiest I can do. And here we have the height of 7. Okay, so how do we calculate the volume? So the volume, it's the surface of the base. Okay, so the surface of the base times the height. Okay, so how do we calculate the surface of the base? So the base, it's a circle. Okay, so what is the surface of a circle? We can say it is pi times the square of the radius. Okay, so let's just do it. What is a radius? A radius is 5 centimeters. Okay, so this is a radius. Okay, we just put it here inside the formula, and then the surface of the circle will be pi times the square of the radius. So the square of the radius will be 5 centimeters to the power of 2. And this gives us what? This gives us pi times 5 times 5. Okay, and centimeters are also here in the square. So it's going to be 25 pi. 5 times 5, 25, 25 pi. Okay, and now this value here, we just replace it here. Okay, and what is the height? So the height is 7. Okay, so this is the height, and the height we do replace it right here. Let's replace everything now. So right now we have that the volume will be 25 pi, which is this. Okay, so here we put 25 pi coming from here, which is the surface of the circle. And here we have the height. So in the place of the height, we put what? 7 centimeters. Right, let's do it. So 25 pi here. This is what? This is the surface of the base times the height of the circle. The height of the circle is 7. Okay, so we just put 7 right here. So 7 centimeters here. Everything is in centimeters. So this is 25 times 7 pi. Okay, 25 times 7 pi. And the result is in centimeters. Okay, but to the power of 3 because it's a volume. And how can we calculate it? Well, you can actually just do it like 25 times 7, but we're doing the IMAT, so we want to save time. You can do the calculation this way, the classical way. It's not a problem. So I'm gonna ask you a question. 25 times what will give you 100? It's 25 times 4. 25 times 4 gives you 100, right? So let's imagine you had 25 times 8. Isn't it just the double of this multiplication? Like 4 times 2, it's going to be 8. So here you're going to have exactly the double of 25 times 4, which will give you 200, right? But we want 25 times 7, so it's going to be 200 because it's 25 times 8. And we just subtract 25 here to give us 175. Okay, this way when we are subtracting 25, it's the same of saying it's not 25 times 8, it's 25 times 8 minus 1. Okay, so this is just a shortcut to give you the final result. Okay, so sorry, it's not there, it's here. So the final result will be 175 pi centimeters, but to the third power, right? So this is a pretty straightforward exercise. What I see you need to know here is how to calculate the volume of the cylinder. So you also have to know it about the pyramid, about the cube, about the sphere and other forms. Okay, and here to save time, you you can save your time without making the full calculation here and using shortcuts for your final calculation. Okay, so the result's gonna be here, letter A, 175 times pi.